We left our church and our position as ministers due to the ongoing spiritual abuse, religious abuse, emotional abuse that my parents and brother had started and that others had joined in on. And even in spite of this, we didn't go no contact with my parents at this point. It had been over 3 years of abusive behavior. And really, as I started doing the work, going to counseling, reading old journals from my childhood, I recognized that my parents had actually been neglectful toward me for most of my life, and you can see that in some of the other videos I've put up, and that they had also been supporting my brother, who has been an abusive, manipulative person as long as ever I can remember. So, I was doing the work and recognizing all of this, but even with all of that, we still hadn't gone no contact with my parents. Mostly because we kept hoping that as we made stronger and stronger boundaries, that it would shake them out of their denial and determination to be right. And so we allowed them to stay in touch with the children. I didn't feel a need to be in touch with them, but I allowed my husband was happy to navigate arranging occasional visits with my parents for the kids. And we allowed them to make phone calls to our kids, to send them birthday gifts, whatever, but we didn't, and I think we went and saw them. He took them to go see he took my kids to go see their grandparents once, whichever kids wanted to go. By that point, some of my kids didn't want to go because they saw the abuse and weren't interested in being a part of it anymore. So that went on for another couple of months, and during that time, our church that we had left sent out a letter in response to our resignation letter, which we never got a copy of, but they sent out to all the churches, just like the letter of resignation we sent, although we sent our resignation letter to the home church too, not just to everybody else. But we never got a copy of that letter. We heard about it third hand a month later from somebody at a different one of our location churches. And so we got hold of this letter, and basically the letter was talking about what we had said and was trying to play it like it was a family issue that wasn't a big deal and we had made it a big deal. Also, I heard from several people that when people asked my parents what had happened to us, my dad directly stated, "I don't know," which was totally bogus. I have written proof that I emailed and texted and talked about it multiple times. So that was what we were dealing with.